12th of August 2025. A year ago today, I launched my book, Sink Then Swim: How to Survive Life's Most Stressful Situations When Living Abroad. The launch took place online and over 80 people attended, and boy, what an event it was. It was just amazing. The people that attended were people that have been in my life a long time, but also newbies in my life, and I remain extremely grateful to all of them for attending and sharing with me that huge celebration. Writing the book was by far a highlight in my life, and from which I learned so much. I interviewed a number of people who kindly wished to share their stories for the benefit of others, and those people had themselves, of course, experienced life-changing, stressful situations, transitions in their lives while living abroad, and interviewing them was an absolute privilege. Without you, this book would not have been possible. So again, thank you so much. I'm also very grateful to those of you that have bought the book and read it and given feedback. And if you have more feedback, feel free to email me, visit my website, sushwomansauthor.com. Thank you so much. And if you haven't read it yet or you haven't bought it, why not? Where have you been? If you haven't, I want to share with you some of the benefits of reading this book. Firstly, you will learn how to confidently and competently deal with life's most stressful situations. Living abroad, death of a relative, divorce, separation, ill health, and finding work. All related to living abroad. But let's be honest, all of those situations we at some point are highly likely to experience. So they are relevant whether you live abroad or not. Another benefit is that you will unravel and learn to embrace who you really are. You will look at the values in your life. So what is really important to you? You will look at the strengths that you have, what you enjoy doing and what you're good at. And when you really understand your values and your strengths, you are better placed, more confident, more competent in order to deal with life's most stressful situations and others like them. Another benefit is that you will realise the top values and strengths of those people that I interviewed, because they share them with us in the book. Or I've shared what they shared with me in the book, should I say, to be precise. So you will learn what those top values and strengths are, and I talk you through how to develop those as your own if they aren't already. So they're quite key in terms of stepping into and becoming more confident and competent to deal with life's most stressful situations. Another benefit is that you will learn how to manage those pesky thoughts and debilitating and overwhelming emotions that happen understandably when you're dealing with any of those situations, because they can really get a grip of you and debilitate you and put you in a survival, fight and flight mode. So when we understand the meaning of our thoughts and emotions, we are better placed to be able to manage those more effectively and then step out and start to deal practically with life's most stressful situations. And finally, another benefit of the book is that you will learn about the ABC of self. You will learn how to get selfish, or shellfish as I refer to it, because after all, the theme of the book is water. Sink, then swim. So you will learn how to become the successful leader of your life, because when you are better placed to manage these most stressful situations that we're confronted with in life. Sink Then Swim is filled with real life stories. From those stories, practical tips are taken, and I have placed swimming lessons in each chapter, maybe one or two, from which you can reflect on the learning of the chapter and then commit to what you would do in these situations. Before I close, I'm going to share with you a snippet of that wonderful online launch that took place last year, 12th of August 2025. Stay tuned, because there's another message at the end. Enjoy. So, next. What next? I'm going to do a reading from the book. Bear with me. Oh, Joe. I am going to slip into something more comfortable. Just bear with me. Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm ready.
Fence.
It's time to swim. Okay, I'm going to do a reading from my book. Part 1, Chapter 1, about sinking then swimming. But I need my glasses on. Who goes swimming with their goggles and their glasses on? Well, Sue does. So here we go. Spain, 1976, and the Netherlands, August 2022. The summer of 1976, which is way before some of your time, I know that for sure. Summer of 1976 was one of the hottest on record in Europe. Nevertheless, Mum had booked a holiday to Spain to celebrate my 10th birthday. This was to be my first experience of being abroad. As I walked on the sand, the soles of my feet began to sizzle. Never before had I experienced such intense heat. Desperate to find something cool and quickly, the voice in my head screamed, "The sea!" Gulp. A steep incline from the beach to the sea had taken me by surprise. With the seabed beyond reach, I was completely out of my depth. In a state of deep panic, I began flapping my arms around, attempting to stay afloat. But without my armbands, I couldn't swim. My cries for help dulled as I swallowed mouthful after mouthful of salt water. Mum, who was swimming with friends just a few meters away, quickly realised what was happening and screamed for help. Within minutes, I was lying on the beach, surrounded by worried onlookers. Vaguely recalling the scramble to pull me out of the water, I was slowly but surely resuming a normal breathing rhythm while spitting out any remaining seawater. Every ounce of energy had been sapped out of me. I was exhausted. Fast forward to the summer of 2022. Having dared to return to the water after the Spain incident, I was now able to swim unaided, but my technique was awkward. Spurred on by my cancer diagnosis, I decided it was time to learn to swim properly. My neighbour Maureen became my swimming mate. Buying swimming goggles was the easy part. The ticket and the locker systems, both in Dutch, less so. Maureen to the rescue. Then came the hardest part, placing my head underwater without inhaling and swallowing a mouthful of chlorinated water. Was no easy task. For several weeks, choking and spluttering became the norm, but then came a breakthrough. I began to swim like a fish, doing 5 continuous strokes underwater. Progress, albeit not using the right technique. Wij kunnen dit. We can do this. The encouragement Moraine and I gave each other en route to the swimming baths was priceless. Within a few months, we were both swimming like pros, with our heads under the water, 1 stroke to 1 breath. We're proud of ourselves. Sink or swim? In Spain, I sank. But years later, thanks to Moraine, I not only mastered the Dutch ticket and locker system, but I was also swimming like a pro. Yay!
So there we go. That's about the book and a little bit of an extract from the book now. I'm gonna take this off now.
Right.
Yay.
Now look at what's happened to your hair.
It's fine.
Well, that's what it's very authentic. That's for sure. So, what is your hope for the book then? So we've heard a little bit of it.
Yeah, my hope is kind of summed up by a quote, something that Brené Brown wrote, the philosopher, American professor, sorry, and writer. She wrote, "One day you'll tell your story of how you overcame what you are going through now, and it will become part of someone else's survival guide." My hope is that Sink, Then Swim will become the go-to survival guide for dealing with the most stressful situations when living abroad. I want it to ease the pain and the upset. I want it to show people the way and to embrace the mindset of I can do this and it's going to be okay. And that kind of summed up my own quote that I've got in the book, which is, "You can and will survive life's most stressful situations when living abroad. Embrace these challenges as opportunities from which to grow, learn, and grow, knowing that first you sink and then you swim."
Hope you enjoyed that. Great to reflect on what happened a year ago. If you want to buy the book, details are in the description box with this video below. Until next time, take care, stay well, keep enjoying life, and keep learning from all those challenges that life throws at us. They're opportunities from which we learn and grow.